You guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm in front of my 6 beloved TBR shelves on my bookshelf. And that only means one thing. We're gonna do another My TBR Prom Jar Picks My TBR for August video. I have my beloved TBR jar here with enough prompts in it, and those prompts determine which books I can pick for my TBR of August. I just came back from vacation 3 days ago, and the vacation videos, by the way, will be uploaded after this because I need a little time to edit those, and that takes a lot of time, but they will be coming in the next few weeks. But I finished one book already in August, and then I'm reading the second book already. So we already have 2 books for this month. I finished Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, really like that. And then currently I am reading Silver Elite, the very much hyped romantasy book. It was very much hyped a couple of months ago, and this is the book I'm currently reading with one of my book clubs. So really excited to be reading this, and it's really good so far. But I think because I did read one book already and I'm currently reading this one, that we're only going to pick 5 books extra with my TBR prom jar in this video. Honestly, this is always one of my favorite moments of the month. Doing these videos and picking my TBR for the next month. I love this. It's so much fun. So let's start. Okay, first one. Book with N in the title. So Blood and Ash, for example. Let's see. Okay, this is way harder than I thought. I expected to have like lots of options. See, no. This one, Something Wild and Wonderful. Does this count an N sign? I don't know. Oh, by the way, I see this is still on my TBR shelves, but I did read this during vacation, but then on my e-reader, so I'm going to remove this one. Loved it, by the way. You know what? I'm really surprised. I figured I would have lots of options with this. This is the only book that has a clear end, and then I have Serpent and Dove with an end sign, and I also have this one. Oh, this one says end, just not on the spine. You know what? I am going to pick this one. I picked this up at the book swap a couple of months ago that I visited, and this is a fantasy. I feel like it's a young adult fantasy, but I'm not sure. And yeah, I think this could be an easier, quicker fantasy read, so I am going for this one. It's called The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. And it says, love makes us such fools. It says, pain in love is the rook's family birthright. For Ava Lavender, a girl born with the wings of a bird. Oh, that sounds cool. She has actual wings. It is key to her fate. Ava traces the lives and love of the Roe women as she tries to understand what has made her who she is and what she will become. But I don't get it, because that's not her last name, right? And then it says, on the night of the summer solstice, the sky opens up, rain and feathers fill the air, and Ava's fate is revealed. Okay, very cryptic. I have no idea what is going to happen based on that description, but I don't know. The cover seems so beautiful, and it just gives me good vibes. That counts for something, right? So first book is this one. Yeah, excited. This could be one of those finds that you heard nobody about yet, but that could be so good. So I'm hoping that's the case. We're gonna see. We move on to the second prompt and the second book. Book you bought new. No books that I got at book swaps, for example. So a book that I bought myself new. To be honest, I think that's most of these. So this is basically a free pick. Let's see, that's secondhand book. I got some books, or for example this book I just showed you, a friend got for me, so I'm just going to pick a book that I bought myself. So many books are possible, but I think I'm gonna go with The Striker by Huang. I bought this in Edinburgh when I was there in March, just like many other books. And this is the only series that I still have to read by Huang, and I think the second book in the series is coming out soon. Not sure, but I feel like that's the case. And I'm really curious to this book. It's a thick one. It has almost 600 pages. That's a lot. But I do most of the time really enjoy her writing style. And her books are always very easy to read. So I think I still very much will be enjoying this. So let's go for The Striker. And fantasy, but romance, I like to balance it. So I think this is a good pick. Third book. I think that's upside down. First bought book on my TBR, so not necessarily the book that I have the longest, but it could be if I bought that book, but not if I got it gifted. I need my phone for this. On my Goodreads I have a personal shelf called Got It On My Bookshelf, so all the books on my TBR, my physical TBR, are in there, and I think it should be easy to see which one is on there the longest. I have no clue, to be honest. Oh, okay. It's this book, but I didn't buy it myself. I got it. I mean, I paid for it, but a friend bought it for me. And then the book that's on there the longest that I did buy myself is Serpent and Dove. I didn't have to buy it new this time, right? No, because I got this secondhand. You know what? I'm actually really excited for this because I've been wanting to start some new fantasy series. I am currently finishing some series and I'm excited to try some new ones. I might even film a video soon where I start new fantasy series, and I think this might be a fun book to include in that video. Serpent and Dove. It's also a very thick book, but with a very small font. But you know what? I'm ready for this. Let's go for Serpent and Dove. It says on the back, bound as one to love, honor or burn, a witch and a witch hunter thrust into holy matrimony. Never heard of that word. There was only one way such a story could end. A stake and a match. That does sound really exciting. I actually didn't know much about this series, but that sounds very, very good. And I think one of my friends recently read a different book by her, a spin-off of this series, and she really liked it. So I'm gonna go for Serpent and Dove. Like the prompt says, this has been on my TBR for so long. I think 2023, so almost 2 years. And it's time. It's time to read Serpent and Dove. Alrighty, right. Fourth prompt. Book that was released. Okay, book that was released 5+ years ago. I need to do some digging for this. I think Serpent and Dove might be released that long ago, but I don't know. But I already picked that, so we need to find something else. I'm going to do a little research. Phantasma is definitely newer. Blood of Hercules is definitely newer. Oh, yeah, I think it's 2017. So that's a good option. It's another fantasy. I would prefer some lighter books, some romance books, but it's an option. Okay, another option. I don't know anything about this book. I do know that I got it back then, so that I didn't have to pay shipping costs. Like, I could spend the money either on this book or on shipping costs, so that was an easy decision. But it looks like a really fun, cute romance. It says, Annie Higgins has given up on love. She's too busy trying to get her tiny business off the ground. Annie accepts a crazy challenge to make a random stranger Insta famous in just 30 days. And they pick a doctor, PhD, historian, and hater of social media. And she gets to know him. Okay, that actually does sound fun. That sounds really light and easy to read. And just a fun, fluffy book in between the other books that I picked. So I think this might be an easier read, and that's exactly what I need with the 3 books that I already chose. So I'm gonna go for this one. Alright, and then we're already at the 5th and final book of this video for my August TBR. I was gonna say July. My August TBR. It's a really good mix so far, but I think I would like another romance book. Yeah, since I'm already currently reading a fantasy as well. A book with dragons on it. A book with dragons on it, but I don't know if I have any, you guys. This might. No dragons? Is that a dragon? It's more like a phoenix. Is that a dragon? This might be a dragon. The problem is, this is the next duology in the Krishnaverse by Le Bardugo after Crooked Kingdom, so I still have to read this first. So I'm not going to pick King of Scars. So I think I'm just going to pick a different prompt because I have no options here. Another shot at the 5th prompt. Book with less than 350 pages. Okay, I just said I would prefer something lighter to add to my TBR, so this is perfect. We're gonna go for a book that has less than 350 pages, if I have any, but I suppose I do have. That's an option. The Romcommers. This time it's real is also an option. Okay, I have quite a few options here, all romance books. My last 2 Afterlight books are both around 310 pages, something like that. So those are both really great options. Those are newer releases, so I think I would very much like that. And then I have these 3 books, all pink, by the way. I do really want to read Romcommers. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Romcommers because while I do really want to read those 2 books from Afterlight, this is on my TBR a few months longer, and so far I haven't read it, but I think I will really enjoy this. I know one of my friends really did, so I'm gonna go for Romcommers. It says on the back of the book, Emma has big dreams, though she hasn't let herself think about them in years. Until her big break comes along, the chance to rewrite a screenplay with her hero, Charlie freaking Yates, I think. Even better, it's a rom-com, Emma's dream come true. Okay, and it turns out he's kind of a jerk. He's written a really bad rom-com. And he doesn't believe in love. But Emma's not going down without a fight. Okay, that sounds like something I would really enjoy. Alright guys, so we picked the 5 books on my August TBR. And here they are. Oh no, not yet. Here they are. We're gonna go with Serpent and Dove, The Striker, The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava, Lavender, The Romcommers, and then 1 in a Million. So 3 romance books and 2 fantasy books, obviously, plus Silver Elite and then Great Big Beautiful Life for Emily Henry that I already read. So these are the 5 books I'm going to be reading, and yeah, if you want to know what I think about these books, I mostly share my opinions about books on my TikTok, so I'll link that in the description. And then I think I will soon be making a video where I start new fantasy series or just books in general, like fantasy books in general, not all books, where I might be reading Serpent and Dove. Yeah, let me know what other videos you would like. If I should do like a reading romance books video, because I have a few up here. Let me know. But anyway, those are the 5 books that I will be reading in the next few weeks, if I want to, because sometimes I don't follow my TBR, but that's okay since it's a hobby and I get to read whatever I like. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, can you please give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and then leave a comment which of these books you're most excited about. And yeah, I hope to see you very soon in the next video. See you then guys, bye!